All right. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's see if we remember how to even do it. Welcome to anyone who may be here. Tonight, we'll be doing something kind of special. It is the month of October, and that means spooky stuff. And I thought I would play one of my favorite point-and-click games. It's called Sanitarium, and it is in the horror genre, and I think it's a really unique game and really fun, and it's a game that I used to speedrun, actually. And as we go through this, I'll explain why I don't speedrun it anymore. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing, buddy? I have some time over the next few days to hopefully get through this game and show off some things. So on my YouTube channel, I delisted everything except for the speedrun history videos because I was tired. I didn't want it to be crowded, and it just looked messy with like really polished videos and then a whole bunch of crap. But in the process, it also got rid of all of my like little Sanitarium videos with little facts here and there. And I kind of wanted to do something where I could put something on my other channel in case anybody was wondering. So what we'll do is we'll play through the game, probably not the whole, like, trying to click every last little thing, but we'll see, because it's been a long time since I've played it casually. But I also want to explain just little things that I've learned in speedrunning it, little technical things that I don't know if anybody else knows. So here we kind of go with that. So let me turn off that soundtrack there and let us see if this works. Perfect. And we're gonna send a little testorino message there, and that works. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay. So one of the things about this when I started playing that really stood out, of course, was the menu. This still sort of creeps me out to this day, with the little eyes following you around, and then this.
New game. Load game. Save game. Delete game.
Little backwards talking children. Always creepy. So let's do this. We're going to
Quit new game.
do a new game, and then we'll go from there.
Hon, you're not gonna believe it. I found the answer. All those years, I should have seen it. There's more. I'll tell you when I get home.
So one of the nameless voices talks about the car.
What's happening? Where am I?
All right, so we are in the Sanitarium. What to even say here? Let's kind of walk out. Well, let me mention this. The control scheme in this game is a bit funny. You left click to, interact with things, look at things. To move, there's no pathfinding. You have to hold down the right mouse button and then kind of drag it.
How horrible. What kind of place is this?
So this is our first area here. One thing we're going to do that we don't do in the speedrun
Switch must control the alarm.
is you can actually turn off the alarm.
Finally, that thing was driving me crazy.
Out of here!
Let's take a look at some of the people we're in here with.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Little chicken person, I guess.
Somebody down there.
Out of here!
And then, oh yeah, before I forget. So we can go into each of these rooms. The only thing that we need here is
A towel.
this towel.
Might be useful.
We grab that. Now let's go up to one of my... An image that's still kind of burned into my brain. This guy over here, who's constantly banging his head against the wall.
Wicked ghosts! Get out! Get out of here!
This game came out in 1998, by the way.
Diagnosis crazy.
So one of the things that isn't immediately obvious about this area is that it's kind of small. You can talk to everybody here, but each one of them says something and tells you something that comes up later in the game. So for instance, let's talk to this
At
person.
least this one looks friendly enough to talk to. Can I ask you something? Can I ask your name?
Don. I haven't heard you before. Who are you?
I wish I knew. I can't remember my name. I was hoping you might know me.
Stupid voice. Are you a spirit?
So kind of classic amnesia, can't remember who we are.
I'm no spirit, just a man like you.
Like me? Then you can hear the voices too, can't you?
I'm not sure. These voices, spirits, ghosts, whatever they are, who are they?
The fallen warriors. They demand vengeance.
So this will come back a lot later, but if we stick around, you'll see what this refers to. So fallen warriors.
They're demanding vengeance for.
Temples. The fallen temples. Can't you hear them? Crying out?
Is this the temple? Is this place one of the fallen temples?
No. If you don't know that, you're not the warrior I thought you to be.
Something here is familiar. I keep thinking I'll get it. Where are we?
I know something that you don't. This is the village, stupid voice.
What village? Doesn't this place have a real name?
Of course. It's the village. The best place for people like you and me. The doctor here has resource. He's very good, Dr. Morgan. He says I'm lucky to be here, and so you must be lucky too. Good for you. Well done.
I've always been a sucker for this sort of I know it's kind of almost a lame trope at this point, but the amnesia stories, where you don't quite know who you are, you're trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know, I've always liked that sense of disorientation.
How can I find this Dr. Morgan? I think I need to talk to him.
He'll find you. The best witch doctor in the land he is. He'll save us.
Can you tell me where anyone is? Dr. Morgan? Anyone?
They fled. Cowards. No, not great warriors like us. Oh, but not Morgan. He'll find us.
Why are you in this place? What brought you here?
Isn't it obvious? Hiding from him.
Him? I don't...
Shut up, or he'll hear you, stupid voice.
Gotta love the voice acting. They ham it up quite a bit, I think, but it still holds up decently well, I think. All right, so we have one person talking to us about warriors. All right.
Wow.
Oh, it's looking super snazzy. Welcome, Colin. How are you? Let's go down here first. So this just sort of lit up on its own. That's neat. What does he have to say about this?
A grotesque sentinel.
Is this the new Cordelia? I don't know. Hope you've been well too, man.
Big one. Come
Right.
here, I'll swat you.
Come here.
So let's see what this guy has to say.
He seems familiar, but I can't quite remember.
You think you can fly so fast?
Hello, I don't believe I know you. What's your name?
Lenny. I'm Lenny. Lenny's my name.
Well then, you must be Lenny. You wouldn't happen to know my name, would you?
Nope. Mom says not to talk to strangers.
Okay. So Mom doesn't want him talking to strangers. You been up to anything cool recently, Colin?
Lenny, do you know where we are?
This is my room. My bedroom. Do you like it?
Bedroom? No, I mean the building. What's this place we're in? What's it called?
My house.
Too literal.
This isn't your house.
Yes, it is.
Not really, mostly working on school stuff and playing. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I have to hear this again. I always like this one.
This isn't your house.
Yes, it is.
Why are you here, Lenny? Can you tell me that?
I was very, very bad.
Bad. I can't believe that of you, Lenny. What did you do?
I ate some pumpkin pie.
Okay, so Pumpkin, Mother, this is going to come back later.
Pie? How could you get in trouble for that?
It came from the patch.
A pumpkin patch? Where is it? Where is everyone, Lenny?
Where you should be. You should listen. Mother made them all go away.
Hey, Bill, how are you doing? Yes, this is a wonderful game. It has been so long since I've played this casually. I can't even really. Ooh, what was happening there? Sorry, I was just checking on something here real quick. Oh, no wonder. Why'd that get reset? Wondering why my mic was spiking just a little bit there. Hold on. For some reason, Windows likes to reset my my input levels, and it's very weird. Let's do it. Let's do it there. Okay, back to the game. Yeah, the aesthetic, the voice acting. Oh yeah, all of it's good. Like, and you can tell it's like a little bit hammy, but it's not. You know, it's still good for like late '90s for sure. And I love the aesthetic of like the whole game.
I must not have heard her. Lenny, where did she tell them to go to?
To school. Yeah, she made them go to school.
Since I didn't hear your mom, can you tell me how to get to school?
Okay, so pumpkin patch, mom, school. Keep that in mind.
What's he doing huddled in a corner? Trying to hide? Excuse me, do I know you? Your name is...
Martin. Martin, I said.
Do you know who... Can you tell me my name?
How the hell should I know? How can you stand all of them buzzing? Constantly buzzing.
What is this place?
A nut house, you fool.
A nut house? It looks so old. What do you mean?
Nut house, loony bin, funny farm. What don't you understand?
Well, there's a lot I don't understand. For starters, why are you here?
Damned bugs are driving me crazy, but I'll find their hive one day. Doc Morgan's a great help. We'll squash 'em, and that'll be that.
Okay, so far we've heard about Dr. Morgan a few times. One person's talking about warriors, another's talking about a pumpkin patch, another's talking about bugs.
What bugs, Martin? I don't see any. Maybe they're not real.
Are you serious? These blood-sucking insects are bent on destroying the world.
Martin, think about it. How are some bugs going to destroy the world?
Well, look at them. These aren't normal bugs. These is robots. Little teeny robots.
I'm no psychologist or psychiatrist. I don't think you're supposed to, like, tell crazy people that they're crazy. Or tell them straight up that's a delusion. I don't know, though.
There's a doctor around here? Doc Morgan?
Exterminator. That's what he is. The best there is. He killed bugs. Dead. But they always come back. Always come back.
And where is everybody?
Where is everyone?
Cowards. All of them. When the alarm went off, they left us behind. Probably in on it with the bugs. Wait till Doc Morgan finds out. It's a conspiracy.
All right, enough of that. Let's see what else is here. Ooh.
Hey, who are you?
Oh my God, don't!
I can't see you.
My
I don't think I
God.
can hear you.
Yeah, so that happened.
I'll follow your...
And then here's the reason that the alarm went off in the first place.
That must be the generator. They said it could explode any minute. How do I get out of here?
All right, so how do we get out of here? Well, in the speedrun, we don't come down here first. What we do is we come back up here. You'll notice that there is kind of a wire here. Oop, almost went back down the stairs.
You can sing me.
Towel, use the towel on this.
Go back to the hive. No one else can...
Looks like some sort of control panel.
This will let us go back over if we need to,
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
and we will need to. Come in here. And now we are in some sort of control room.
What's wrong with this thing? The cables need to be plugged in before I can use the VCR.
All right, kids, how do we solve the puzzle? What do you think? Who remembers actually doing this? Yeah, but some of you in chat probably did this recently, too. This is just RCA cables here and do that. And I think, no, I did even put that in the wrong one, too. That's yellow. Makes a little satisfying pop in there. And now we can watch whatever this is.
Can you hear me? It's Dr. Morgan. Your delusions almost took the life from you this time.
My face, it's in bandages. Where am I? Who am I?
You must have thought you had somewhere important to go when you stole that car.
Oh, no.
You did a lot of damage to that face of yours in the crash.
I'm sorry. I can't believe.
No apologies. All we need is your best effort. And before you can give us that, you need some rest. Bruce, help our lad back to his room. Don't worry, son. We'll talk again soon.
Whoa! That short circuit opened the safe!
Upgraded my PS2 to component cables to have 5 colors to plug in. Ooh. But component cables are cool, though, and component, it just looks so much better. All right, before we get whatever's in the safe, let's see what's
Could
here.
be answers in here.
There could be.
A memo regarding the tower bridge. Due to recent problems with the generator, all employees are asked to keep the tower bridge extended at all times. It will be extremely difficult to extend the bridge from the outer ring should the power go out. A letter for Dr. Morgan from a Professor Cunningham. Something about an ancient key found here in the asylum. The key you describe must be very old indeed. I have found documentation that may link it to Aztec culture, though we'd have to examine the object carefully here at the Institute in order to confirm this theory.
Okay, so another Aztec reference there. So we've heard about warriors, we've heard about Aztec artifacts. All this comes back into play later.
Memo from the Chief of Security. It gives some details about a patient escape, number 227. The memo says that the West Wing is inadequately contained, and all of the patients have been transferred to the tower cells. Here! But where are they now?
Now, you might think that 227 is some kind of hint or like puzzle answer. No.
It's some strange kind of key. A key to what?
Have there been any Guts Hive references yet? I'm not sure I know the reference unless you're talking about the Hive in this game. And the bugs. So, there's nothing more really to do here. Except to,
An ancient key.
use this key. We didn't see this, but you can look here. There's a
locking
there's a
mechanism in the
keyhole.
base. But what for?
Let me see. Can I look at the stained glass windows?
Scarecrow on a stained glass window. Weird.
All right, so there's a scarecrow.
Stained glass window. Looks like some children.
The stained glass windows in these games always sort of foreshadow something. So scarecrow,
An ancient
kids.
It is so dark. Oh, my home, once bright tower, what has become of you?
You're alive. Am I going mad?
Listen, hear the cries of the children. The innocent are dying, and you only think of yourself. Can you not see the light of heaven has dimmed?
What can I do?
Seek the truth.
All right, and we're on to chapter 2, The Innocent Abandoned. Now we are in a completely different place. So let's go ahead and save this.
Load. Save game.
Or just, I'm probably overwriting the same exact thing. Yeah, if you weren't here when we started, one of the coolest parts of the game is the menu and the backwards talking children as you hover over icons.
Settings. Audio option. Text options. Show credits.
So, we're going to move on with this, but I think one of the, as I sort of explained earlier, yeah, the eyes follow the mouse. One of the things that I really wanted to do, since it's not on YouTube anymore, I took them down, was to make a quick video that'll sort of chop up and then post later with some technical details that people probably don't know or have missed or something. One of them that I've just found now is that with, at least with this version, it seems like the cinematic volume option is not being respected because that cinematic was hella loud, even though I have this all the way down. The game's kind of funny like that. So, hold on. That's good enough. All right, kids. Quick break from gameplay. And get out your notes. Because we're in school right now. No one else seems to know this, so I know this might be a little weird, but I think it's cool to know. So, this is one of the few cases where the game on GOG and the game on Steam is very different. Very different. So, the secret lore. So, here are some oddities about the GOG version. It's essentially the original release, except with maybe some minor patching so that you don't need to have like 4 CDs to swap through or anything. I believe that in the original game you had to swap CDs as you play. I don't remember if you could just install them all or not, or if that was a later patch. But because it's mostly just the original game, it has some oddities. So if you've noticed in here, the game sort of removes your cursor when there are animations, like when Max was your character. I spoiled it a little. Sorry. When your character was sliding down the down the wire, your mouse disappears. For the speed run, that's kind of annoying because you can't like pre-position your mouse; it just disappears. But if you run it windowed, then you can see your mouse because you see the Windows mouse, right? Because the Windows mouse is over it, even though the game mouse disappears. However, on some PCs, that crashes the game when you watch cutscenes. So a lot of people will go. If you go onto message boards, you'll see that they ask, "My game is crashing when I do the VCR puzzle. What the hell do I do?" And so, but actually, having different settings can fix that. But there's that. In order to run it in windowed mode, though, it's not an option in the game menu. You have to run it with command line arguments. And so to run it windowed, you have to put like, -W. If your game is kind of messed up and like really slow and choppy, you can try doing direct draw emulation with -E. And if you run it oddly with, I don't know why they put this in here, but it's helpful if you're playing the game over and over again, as in a speed run. If you do /skip, it will skip the opening cutscene and the opening sort of narration with the two guys. So there's an unskippable part of that it skips past. So because it's an older PC game, there's also problems with the fix. So fixing the crash will make some parts run faster, which can make tricks more difficult, and we'll get to some of those tricks in a little bit. The walking speed is really inconsistent when windowed. It seems like when you have it windowed, it's very affected by different processes on your computer, like whether you're running OBS or whether you have browsers open. And perhaps most disappointingly of all, if you run it full screen, GOG intends you to, you just run it through GOG, it's in a 16:9 aspect ratio. It's stretched like it shouldn't be. So if you notice, as I'm, kind of walking through the game, the walk speed is kind of slow, and that's one really big annoyance with this game. I managed to capture this. Let me show you this real quick. The other day when I was sort of testing things out, this is with the GOG release. And I'll explain why I had to capture it with my phone in a second, but just watch how fast your character's walking. Kind of just zooming along. Even full screen it here for you. Like just super fast. And as we play through the game and you see this area that we're in, you'll see just how slow it is normally. This just sort of happens randomly. And in fact, when I went to go capture that with OBS, it slowed the game down again. So that's why I had to capture it with my phone. So it's a weird kind of thing that happens, and why really one of the big reasons why I don't speedrun it anymore is because the walking speed is so inconsistent, and it can just, get really fast all of a sudden and get, not fast, all of a sudden too. So in 2015, a company called .emu released a mobile version. The mobile version has autosaves, it has a hint system, there's like a new interface with it, and I guess it's kind of cool that, they're porting these games, but they also came out with a version for the PC that is a bit different from what the GOG version is. That is the version I'm playing right now. This one has a built-in windowed option. When you play it full screen, it is in the proper 4:3 aspect ratio. It seems like the walking speed is consistent. Maybe I haven't played through the whole thing, but it seems to be consistent. Never knew about the 2015 release. Yeah, it was mostly advertised as being for mobile. And the mobile version actually has like a different sort of inventory interface, and it looks a little bit different. There are no auto saves in the PC version. There's no hint system in the PC version. That's just something they did for mobile, but they still released it there. And if you buy it on Steam, this is the version you get. The biggest annoyance is that if you remember in playing this, that when, like, before I pick something up or before I interact with something, that when you click on it, your character describes it like, you know, oh, this looks like something I could pick up. You cannot skip that in the Steam version. You can skip it in the original with the escape key. You can't in this one. So that's why I was like, when I was doing research to actually for this stream, I was really excited because I was like, okay, if this fixes that speed inconsistency, maybe we can speedrun with this from now on. And then disappointing to know that like a huge chunk of the like dialogue you just can't skip anymore. You can skip it in the actual dialogue between two people, like when that thing comes and you see like the two portraits. You can skip through that, but in like the world, you cannot skip that the first time that he says it. You can skip it the second time and subsequent times, just not the first time. So let's head back into the game here. And now here's a quick fact before we start getting back into it then. Because I was trying to figure out if any button at all would skip the dialogue. Like I just tried every key. I found out that the function keys, and this works in the original too, are like a sound test. So here I'm going to push like F1, F2, F3.
Uh-oh. Yes.
That's F4.
Nope.
That's F5. That's F6. Do them.
Don't go there, Billy.
Damn.
I'll win and
Damn.
move
Damn.
you do.
Damn.
No,
There's
not
9,
Damn.
and so on, right? I did not know about that until like a week ago, and I don't think that's documented anywhere. But the function keys are like a sound test, which I find hilarious.
I win again.
Another oddity, just before I forget to mention it,
Audio settings.
the game, if we go into the settings here,
Settings.
not the settings, let's do, where's the keyboard? Okay.
Keyboard configuration.
This is something that we'll come back to later. Notice how it says switch to question mark, question mark, question mark. That will come up in a little bit. The quick load key is capital L by default. Quick save key is capital S. The quick save key will work, and what it'll do is that it will put it in this last slot here. Quick loading does not work. It just is broken. You can hit the button until you're blue in the face and it does nothing.
Wanna play again?
Ah, yes, Bill's spotted this. Psalm 451. Against you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight, so you are right in your verdict and justified when you judge. Okay.
No, not
Oh, and yes, your character will tell you to get moving if you stay still for too long. So, in the last level, one of the things that came up over and over in some of the imagery was a pumpkin patch and a scarecrow and mother, and I think there was something else that I'm forgetting about this area, but and the children in the stained glass window. So all of that is this level. So let's get going.
It was so easy to beat you.
Hey, you big dope! Get out of our life!
Come on, Billy. Let's play. You're not supposed to.
Okay.
All right, so super deformed kids. So I'm going to talk with this character here. One of the things that I want you to pay attention to, you might not be able to see it, but between the transition between this like normal area and the cutscene, you'll see a very slight flash of the walk cursor, and that becomes important in a second.
Great, a bratty kid with 2 mouths.
So all these kids are deformed.
Hey, kid, what's your name?
My name's Billy. What's yours?
Okay, so watch for it. We may have not seen it there.
I can't remember my name.
Well, Mother won't let me talk to strangers, so you better leave.
Okay, so one of the things that we have to do first is we have to talk to 3 different kids in order to remember what our name is.
Where's your mother? I'd really like to speak to her.
Mother only talks to us kids. Not a big poop head like you.
They also call us names like Poophead. They're nice. Okay. Let me do this. All right. Yeah, so it's gonna be that. All right. So here's one of the tricks that I found. I noticed that you can see the cursor just for like a split second during some of these parts. Let's see if we can get this. What I'm going to do is initiate this, hold escape so that during that little flash where you still have your cursor, I'm gonna hit escape and then we'll kind of go from there. I'll show
Her
you.
hands and face are deformed.
Yes, we got it. Yay.
Turn to
Not that. We want to talk to her.
Mine?
Okay, so what we're going to do is hover over this. We're going to left and right click at the same time, and that should get us to walk in the transition between the normal world with the cutscene. Let's see if we get it. There we go. So there's like a tiny space, like a 1 or 2 frame window, but because we can pause buffer it, it's much easier to get. Now, this isn't a huge time save, but yeah, we're not supposed to be walking there. So all that for like a couple seconds of time save,
Mother won't let
but it's a fun glitch.
You better leave.
Okay, so we don't know her. Most of the glitches have something to do with the walking animation.
Never.
And of course, the creepy level has to have a cemetery.
Unexplained child deaths worldwide. Experts are baffled as to the cause of these deaths, which leaves us to wonder, can anyone put a stop to the loss of our children?
Okay, so we start getting like these news reports.
Keep seeing things.
Let's come over here. To initiate kind of the next part of the sequence, we need to learn our names. We're going to talk to this girl to do that. And then you don't have to talk to anybody else, but this kid up here. So normally what you do in the speedrun is you just talk to her because she's closest to learn your name, and then talk to this kid. But we can talk to a few of these other kids.
Her legs are like tree roots.
And you can also... Here, I'll show it.
Hello.
You can do this glitch again and like not save any time at all, really.
Max? Sarah would like to see you now.
All right. So our name is Max, and notice we were reading a comic book, and that comes into play later too.
My name is Max.
That's a nice name.
So yeah, we saved all of like a second by going over there. So now we can talk to people a little bit. Let's find out a little bit about the town.
Where are we? What town is this?
Don't you know? This is the pumpkin, capital of the state.
And by the way, it doesn't matter which 3 kids you talk to. You just, if you talk to 3 kids, you get successive cinematics there, and you'll learn your name that way.
I haven't seen any adults in this town. Where are your parents? Where are all of the adults?
They just they just went away.
Away? To where? They left you kids all alone?
Oh, we're not alone. Mother is here to take care of us.
Where is your mother? I'd really like to talk to her.
Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. Max, but we're not supposed to tell no one.
Why not?
'Cause Mother doesn't want to be disturbed while she's resting.
Okay, so we heard about Mother in the tower, and now that comes back into play.
Why are all you kids here in the cemetery?
Our leader, Dennis, likes to play hide-and-go-seek here.
Can I play a game of hide-and-seek with you?
You'd have to ask Dennis, but I'd rather not play right now. I was just going to plant my pretty pumpkins.
You like pumpkins, huh?
Mm-hmm. I like the pretty orange color.
So learning about the games that Dennis plays is one of the things you have to do. Actually, the only thing you have to do really to trigger the next sequence. He won't let you.
Why are...
See, it says he likes to play hide and go seek. You cannot talk to him about that until you learn it from. I think I think it's just any one of the kids. but at least one of them. So yeah, doing that skip up there is kind of stupid and pointless. But we don't have to talk to any of these other kids, but when we just say hi to maybe a couple.
Poor misshapen kid.
I don't think that's the way you're supposed to put it.
What's your name?
Well, since all the adults went away, everyone calls me Lumpy.
Poor kid, they call him Lumpy.
Do you have another name? A real name?
Well, my real name is Larry, but no one calls me that anymore. What's your name, mister?
My name is Max.
It's not as cool as my name, but it's okay. I guess that means you ain't a stranger no more, so I can talk to you, right?
Right.
Okay. And he tells us basically the same, all the kids tell you basically the same thing, that all the, the adults are gone, Mother doesn't want me talking about it.
I haven't seen any adult.
Mother says we're not supposed to talk to anyone about that, especially you big people. So
let's see if there's anything in here that we can interact with. You don't need to come in here during the speedrun at all, but you do see a skeleton.
A decaying corpse. What a god-awful stench.
And no, there's nothing you can loot from it. There are no coins on its eyes. All right, let's go talk to Dennis. Dennis is quite the character.
Kid's got an extra arm. What's your name?
What's it to you, dumbass?
Nothing. Certainly nothing worth getting dunked in the river over, don't you think?
Jeez, mister, don't get all bent out of shape. I was just kidding. My name's Dennis O'Toole. What's yours?
Baldur's Gate vibes. Yeah, the sort of the perspective and the move. Yeah, there was definitely like an era of games like that, and I was gonna say Planescape, and I've seen a few other RPGs. I can't remember the names of them, but there was that era where it was like this sort of like isometric kind of point of view. Planescape's another like great game. All right, I think we just have to do cemetery.
Why are all you kids here in the cemetery?
'Cause we like it here. The other little kids are too chicken to play here.
Why? What do you play?
They play kid games like tic-tac-toe. We play hide-and-go-seek, and we're the best. Heck, we even have a prize you can win.
So we have to do both here. We have to do best and then prize, I think.
What makes you think you're the best?
Because we have a secret weapon.
Really? What is it?
If I told you, then it wouldn't be a secret.
A prize for winning, huh? What is it?
The keys to the town store. There's lots of cool stuff inside. Our fort, our candy, everything.
Yeah, and if we were good little adventure game players, we would have maybe explored up there first, but there's a town store up here that is locked. So we know how to play hide-and-go-seek, I hope.
Can I play a game of hide-and-seek with you?
Yeah, if you really want to show everyone what a big, fat loser you are.
That's it, Big Mouth. You'd better pray that I don't find you. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, and they've all gone. So what we need to do now is play hide and go seek and find all the kids that were there. There is something that we need in here.
A crowbar. Should come in handy.
Need the crowbar. And we'll come here. We'll do the efficient way of doing this. I did think about for a while if there's a different order to do this in that might be a little bit better, but this is good enough.
I don't know why, but something about their singing makes me uneasy.
And this isn't creepy at all.
Creepy kids.
All right, did you notice him? Lumpy is in there.
There you are.
I have tried to find a way to skip this. I have not been successful, unfortunately. And now that we're next to it, I may as well mention this this shack. Say we have to wait for him to like run. We have to every time that you find a kid, you have to wait for them to run back to town square. So, if you notice here in this shack, there is a red fish on this little shack, or a red herring. And one of the running gags in the game is that there are red herrings.
This place must hold some clues.
Right? But when you go in...
Damn, useless crap. And I was so sure that I would find some clues in here.
And there's no hidden meaning. It just is a red herring, and it's meant to be funny. I remember my college friend who actually was the one who told me about this game way back in the day, told me that he didn't believe the game, and so he spent like half an hour in here clicking on every little last surface. And
damn, useless crap.
That's all that he ever says.
I was so sure that I would find some clues in here.
But I do want to demonstrate something that with this. Let me go ahead and save this since we're halfway through.
Save game.
Sure. That kind of helped lead me to discover some of the other glitches. So one time I was running this, and I went to go pick up the crowbar, actually. And then, like, I clicked really fast, and then for some reason, even though I wasn't holding down the right mouse button, Max was still moving, and I couldn't figure out why. So here's what it is. If you... So in case you just got here, you interact with things with the left mouse button. To move, you have to hold down the right mouse button, and as soon as you let go of it, you stop moving. Unless you left and right click at the same time.
This place
and normally that works, so let's try that again. Hold on. Actually, we'll try it on something else. The other weird thing about it is that you can only like do it once on something, so like the first time that you look at something. Come on. Oh, does he not do it in this one? He should.
Today's
there we go.
Sermon,
There we go.
Psalm 4, verse 51. The gates of heaven.
Yeah, so sometimes it takes a little bit of timing, but basically left and right clicking will make it so that you don't have to hold down the right mouse button anymore. And so you can just walk around. Normally this is useless, and then the moment that you hit the right mouse button again, to walk, this sort of gets out of this mode, but it does mean that we can do a couple of things. And this is looking at this and thinking about this was what led me to the other type of glitch that I showed, where in between transitions you can kind of regain control of Max. But let's do this. I'm going to make like a quick save here.
The crowbar.
And we're gonna look at this. I may as well look at this. I actually know. Here we go.
The crowbar.
So crowbar, we're gonna go into the school. Let me show you what you're supposed to do.
My God, so many corpses. It's horrible. There you are. My God, what kind of hiding place is this?
So we have a whole bunch of dead bodies in here, and we have to wait for him to go back to town square.
Decayed bodies. Are these the parents? If I asked the kids directly, it might upset them.
All right, but
Save load
let's
game.
reload that then. So if you notice, there's a little bit of time while Max is, talking and doing his dialogue before the animation like goes up to the corner of the schoolhouse. So let's see if we can do this. So what we do is that we get into that glitched walk mode.
The hands on my God.
And I think you have to. So here, what we'll do? Let's do it. We'll use this here. Actually, let me do it this way because this will be cleaner. Load that one more time. I think you have to like go in first. Okay. So we're gonna go in, get that.
God, so many corpses. It's horrible.
Come back out. You can do this on anything. I'm just gonna use it on this.
The hands on the clock. They're moving backwards.
Okay. Talk
There
to
you
him.
are.
walk out again.
God.
And then because
What kind of
we're
hiding
out
place is
of
this?
the school,
Too far away.
because we're out of the school, when it tries to make us walk to the top, it can't do it. And that whole, like, I can't get there, it's him trying to pathfind up, it can't do it. And then we skip the whole animation of the kid coming out and coming back here. Helpfully, the game doesn't like soft lock, it just completes the animation, I guess. So that saves a number of seconds there. Let's move on then. So we're trying to find the different kids. Here is something we'll just do now. Now there's a kid down at the beach, and you can normally talk to him, and he talks about how he loves church. It's not necessary to talk to him, so we're just going to do this part. Also take note of the Psalm 451, as Bill pointed out a while ago. That becomes important. There are few pixel hunts in this game. I thought this one was kind of cruel. Do you see what we need to pick up here? It's this one little rock that's just a tiny bit out of order here. We can pick this rock up. And when I first played this, that was a big stumbling block for me. Big one. So. All right. Head on in here. That was kind of creepy, huh? All right, we can see another kid over here.
Aha!
These kids, there's really no way to skip them, unfortunately. And on our way out, what we're going to do is to ring the church bell to get the one kid down at the beach to come into the church.
A rock.
Because we need something from him.
That should get people's attention.
Basically, he's fishing, and we need a fishing rod later from him. And he drops it to go to church, and he starts praying. All right, moving along then. Notice here this little pond. This sort of comes into play later. There are like lots of little things that the game foreshadows. Here's another kid.
There you are.
And you don't have to do this next part in the speedrun, but since we're here anyway, let's take a look in here. There's some interesting things.
There are some files here.
So maybe we can get some idea of what's happened to this town where there are no parents. So there's a newspaper thing about a comet.
An article about a new star in the sky. Many people saw this star, but an astronomer claims that the star is actually a comet. Article about the annual town pumpkin fair. Supposed to be the biggest yet. Let me know when it starts. Interesting news. Seems that a comet altered its path and headed for Earth. The eye of God lights up the night sky.
All right, so there was a comet. Oh, and you can also look at the posters in some of these buildings.
I doubt the circus will be coming to this town anytime soon.
All right, so there are circus posters. Let's keep on going. I can't remember if you can talk to these kids or not.
These kids seem happy anyway.
No, I can't talk to them. And the last kid is up in this house here. And what is all of this? All of these roots coming out? Probably something to investigate. But for right now, we can't climb over these. I won't let you. Oh, who is this right here?
Aha!
Well, let's go back in, and there's a diary right here that
A diary?
is worth reading.
No name on it, but it looks like a little kid's writing. Here's an early entry. I wish Mommy wasn't so sad all the time. She cries a lot. She says that Daddy drinks.
Suppose I should give
Daddy's been staying in the patch until dark.
minor
When
abuse
Dad comes in,
trigger
he
warning,
yells at
I
Mommy
suppose.
and they fight real bad. He yells a lot lately. Another entry. Mommy's up in heaven now. Dad said she had an accident and God took her away. I miss her a lot. I wish she were here to stop Dad from drinking so much. Dad smells bad when he drinks that stuff. He gets real mad and he starts hitting me.
One of the sort of constant themes throughout this game is children and children being harmed, and then Max seeing himself as like a protector of children.
Skip a few pages here. Today was a bad day. A big rock fell out of the sky and hit our barn. Dad's real mad about that and all the vines that are growing out of it. He was gonna cut them down, but Father O'Toole wouldn't let him. Now Dad's even more mad because we're gonna lose all our pumpkins. Last entry. Prayed to Mommy again today. I hope she heard me because I had to be real quiet so Dad wouldn't find me. He was hitting me again, and it hurt a lot this time. I hid out by the rock in the barn. It's warm and makes me feel good. Sometimes I can even hear music coming out of it.
Okay, so if we kind of put things together from both of these sources, there was a comet that fell from the sky, and it fell near the barn, and it's doing some strange things. But we will perhaps figure that out later. But we have, it seems anyway, that we've found all the kids. So let's go talk to Dennis.
Your name is Dennis O'Toole, right?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Hey, we found everybody.
Huh, that wasn't so tough. I found everyone and won fair and square. Now give me the key to the store.
You big dope. You forgot about our secret weapon.
It's one we didn't get.
I should have known you would cheat. What kind of crap are you trying to pull?
Hey, don't get upset, mister. I told you the rules. I told you about the secret weapon, and you didn't win.
What are you talking about? I found all of you.
You didn't find all of us.
What?
You didn't find Carol. She's our secret weapon. She's the best there is at this game. She's been hiding a long time.
All right, chat, can you guess where Carol is? Give you a little bit of a hint. We need to go grab this shovel up here.
It's not fair.
A shovel.
I never win.
Looks like you're all done planting your seeds.
Jesse.
Can I borrow your shovel now?
Wait till I'm
Go
big
ahead.
and
I'm
strong,
all
then I'll
done.
beat
Mother
you at
will be so
everything.
proud of me when she wakes up. Don't go there, Billy. I'll win in 2 moves if you do. No, not there either. Boy, are you stupid.
Have you figured it out yet?
C. Driscoll. Missed dearly by Mother.
C. Driscoll, Carol Driscoll. Yikes.
Oh my God. This decayed child must be Carol, Dennis's secret weapon.
Ultimate hide and seek champ, exactly. That was one of the turning points for me in the game when I was like, this is pretty gruesome for a point and click game. Ooh, man. All right, so now we come back to Dennis. He's gonna be kind of mad at us, but...
All right, you twisted little freak. I dug up your secret weapon. Satisfied? Now hand over the keys.
Oh, man. You suck. Here's your damn key.
Thanks, Dennis.
Oh, I almost forgot one of my favorite lines here.
My name is Max.
That figures. What a stupid name.
This kid's just a jackass.
I haven't seen any...
Mother took care of
Okay.
it.
Okay, I don't think we need to do any of that. Oh, you're good. Thankfully. I wonder if in this version they fixed this. In the original, occasionally this kid wandering around with like the ice cream, I had it happen once or twice where he would like run and get stuck in front of like Dennis and the pathfinding where I needed to go. And so I was just soft locked because he was stuck and I was stuck, and it's annoying. All right. So now we have the key to the store. I know which side of this building is the store, but why don't we take a look over here at this side to see if there's anything.
This door is locked.
Okay. So in here,
Looks like someone made a fort out of cardboard boxes.
it's not
Looks like someone made a fort out of cardboard boxes.
really anything to see in here. Nothing you can really do.
Looks like someone made a fort out of...
All right, so that's not very helpful. What about this side? Does this kid have anything?
Face looks like it's melting.
Can't remember if this kid says anything funny.
Hi. What's your name?
Monty Todd. What's your name?
Well, he's got a funny voice, I guess.
My name is Max.
Oh, I got a cousin named Max. You have the same name as his. But you're not my cousin?
So disturbing.
I haven't seen any...
I have a ball. I can bounce it.
That sure is a nice ball. I used to have one just like it.
Really? This one's mine.
I wonder if that's a reference to the ball. There is a ball that you get later in the game. And with all the other foreshadowing, I can't help but wonder.
Why aren't you playing with the others?
I like my ball. And ride. Be careful. Mr. Piggy is almost broke.
That is a reference. That's absolutely a reference. And then okay, this is weird. I don't know if you can see. It looks like when the dialogue box is up here, all of these like animal rides, they're like missing. And now they're back. So I guess they go away. All right. So remember, rides and a ball, that will come back later. I actually didn't put the two and two together until just now.
I doubt the circus will be coming to this town anytime soon.
So remember, circus, ball, rides. The only thing we really need is in here.
An empty old gas can.
So we need the gas can, and then in the most out of place like action in the game, maybe not the most, but pretty up there.
A spring pig. Cute. Ouch!
We just decide to have some fun with it, huh? All right. Well, now that we have that, we can have some fun.
And then now...
He's so darn happy. That's where that one could. Which one was that?
Ouch! Interesting. Damn!
Which one was the ha ha ha?
Yuck!
Yeah, if you got in late, one of the things that some people don't know about is if you hit the function keys like F1, F2, it'll do like a sound test.
Huh. What the?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yes.
Where's the ha ha ha? There we go. Okay. So Jed is pumpkins. All right, let's talk to this person.
My God, she's half worm.
Not great, huh?
This girl's eyes are missing.
That's not good either.
Was she in some sort of accident? Excuse me, little girl, but could I talk to you for a second?
Sure, mister. I don't get many visitors.
May I ask your name?
My name is Maria. Maria Santiago.
Where are we? What's the name of this town?
There is no town. Not anymore.
That's not an answer that you want to hear.
What do you mean, not anymore?
There was a town before Mother got here. People were happy. Everything was fine.
Before your mother came to town? What do you mean?
You're new here. You just don't understand.
No, I don't understand. You're only confusing me more. Could you explain it to me? Start at the beginning?
I'm sorry. If you want to really understand what's going on, I think that there's lots of newspapers and stuff in the town hall. But I haven't seen them. Come back in a little while and we'll talk some more. I'd show you the way to the town hall, but my eyes...
Yeah, which we've already read those newspapers.
I've read the old newspapers in the town hall, Maria.
Oh, good. You found it. What do you want to talk about now?
Let me ask her about the comet.
A comet. Is that what happened here? Did the comet somehow make the plants around here grow so wild?
Mother told us that the comet was a sign of her coming. A sign that we were special children.
I haven't seen any adults in this town. Where are they? Where are your parents?
I'm sorry, but Mother has forbidden us to talk about them.
I keep hearing about Mother, but it doesn't sound like she's anyone's real mother. Who is this person?
She's resting right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't speak to you. You're right, though. She isn't anyone's real mother. She's really...
What is it, Maria?
I think she's waking up. I can't talk anymore. Mother will hear me and get awful mad.
But... oh, damn it. Forbidden? But why? Why can't you talk about your parents?
Please don't be mad. I'd tell you if I could. It's just that, well, I'll be punished again if I do.
Punished? How?
The pumpkin patch. She'll have me put in the pumpkin patch again. It's a terrible place.
It doesn't look so bad from here.
Once you're inside, everything turns bad.
You've been in there before?
Yes, the others dragged me in there.
The other children?
They did as they were told. Mother wanted to teach me a lesson.
There's a lot of dialogue with this girl.
What lesson, Maria?
Not to look for our parents. Mother said we should never, ever do that. But I was too curious. Mother saw me. She told the other kids that I was bad. Then she made them put me in the patch. I don't remember much, just those nasty birds, black wings. They pecked at my eyes. It hurt a lot. But when the birds were done, Mother took the pain away.
That's horrendous. How could she do such a thing to a child?
It's okay. It's not so bad now. I'm kinda used to it. Anyway, once Mother wakes up, everything will be better.
Okay. What do you...
Please, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've already said too much.
Okay. So if we haven't been sufficiently disturbed already, we better be by now. Alright, let me save this.
Game.
Ouch. Sure. I must have hit caps lock at some point. Alright, good. So, we've been told about the patch about how being sent there is a really bad thing. We shouldn't go in there. Let's get in.
The gate has a combination lock.
Alright.
I'll need the right
Now,
combination.
who remembers
Now, let's
the
see.
only numbers that we've seen in the game, this area so far? There are actually two ways that you can know this combination. I'll get to the other one later, and there's actually a hint to it right here. You see this tic-tac-toe? That's a hint to this. But I imagine that the devs figured that was really obscure, and you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. So it's also the chapter and verse that's on the church. So that's 451. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it's 451, as in like Fahrenheit 451, because the devs I read, they had a lot of different influences and just took like from different authors and different places. That seems like too much to be a coincidence. I'm pretty sure that's a Fahrenheit 451 Ray Bradbury reference. There's 451. Okay.
I guess it's time to check out this patch.
So it is. Now this is one of the arcade sequences in the game. You'll see.
Slice and dice, baby.
So you see that there's a crow here. Once we move in, we gotta chop some crows up.
Uh-oh.
This part isn't terribly hard. Now, if you hear the heartbeat in the background, that gets faster as you get hit, and if you get hit 3 times, you die. But it's not a permadeath, and you'll see here. Yeah, they really, I mean, some of it is a little, like, half-baked, but it's still cool. Go through here. This guy come here. There's one that comes up from the bottom. Now, I'm curious if they've fixed it in this version. In the original and the GOG version, once you get up to about here, there's one crow that spawns right on top of you, and you can't hit it because, like, I'll show you. There, like, in here, if a crow is, like, right here in this little part, you can't hit it. And so he always gets a hit on you. And I'm curious as to whether they fixed it in this one. It looks like they did. Yep, they did fix it in this one. Excellent. Oh. Okay, so you see there, like, the crow was, like, right here. Was, like, right here, and I couldn't get it. So, like, there's something about this area here. But at least the crow didn't spawn right on top of me. Here we just sort of wait. And... okay. Now, I'm probably going to intentionally die here once to show you what it looks like. But we come here, this is like a little mini-boss. So, we can't... We can't...
Damn, he keeps coming. Damn, he keeps coming. There must be another way.
All right, so we've got these little pumpkins here. What we have to do... I'll show you in a second. So if you die, you get brought back to the beginning. Casually, not that big of a deal. In the speedrun, this kills your speedrun. Because you had to walk all the way back. And I read that originally the devs wanted to make that a permanent death. Like, they wanted to make it, you know, you were dead and had to reload a save. But I think it's better that they do it that way for this sort of experience. Because the arcade sequence is... I don't know. I think that would be really frustrating for new players. But anyway, I wish that I was able to figure out a way to manipulate this guy better, but you basically have to kind of move away from him. What you have to do is destroy all the pumpkins first, and then you can hit him, and he only takes 1 hit to go down, too. So that's 2 hits. So I may die here again, actually, but we're taking it sort of easy. Let's see if we can do it without dying again. Okay, so just as we get the last one, we die again. That would definitely be a run killer if this were a speed run. But so now we just have to hit him once. And you have unlimited lives. I don't know if you noticed, but in that flame, there's like a little face. I think it's a nice detail.
Burn up, then fade away.
All right. So now we're done with the scythe. We can't carry it any further. There's nothing more we can do in the patch. Here's that comet.
This rock must be the source of all the monstrous plant life. It appears metallic.
So this, I was not aware of this until recently, but this has to be at least partially a reference or inspired by the H.P. Lovecraft story, The Color Out of Space, because in that story, a comet comes to Earth, and then it does all sorts of weird things to the plant life, and to the things that live near the farm there, and actually kind of a decent story that was interesting. But that's definitely Color Out of Space inspired, as well as probably Children of the Corn as well, I'm guessing. The devs seem to had just a lot of different horror and literary interests, and so they would be able to kind of put that all together, which is kind of cool. All right. This part, though, is not in The Color Out of Space.
God!
So this is Mother.
What a huge, disgusting nightmare.
Let's talk to the huge, disgusting nightmare.
So you finally arrived. I suppose it was inevitable. Yet, I hoped that the pumpkin patch would deter your progress. Apparently not. I must admit that I'm intrigued as to how you arrived here. I was certain I'd weeded out your kind before sleep overtook me. Meat secretions hang in the air around your body. They offend my senses.
My God, what are you?
I am beyond your understanding, human. However, you may call me what the children do. Mother.
Mother? I should call you what you are, nothing but a disease.
Mind your tongue, human. I am more parent to these seedlings than you or anyone else could be.
These aren't your seedlings, they're children. Flesh and blood, don't you see that?
I see, and it disgusts me. Animal sacks filled with loose cells. It's a wonder you don't burst. What an inferior vessel for the spirits of these children.
That reminds me of, I forget which one it is, but there's like a Star Trek Next Generation episode where the aliens describe humans as something like ugly sacks of water.
But why have you done this?
The children were in danger.
Danger from what? You've done more harm than...
Then what? You? The mate called Jeddah showed me how harmful your kind can be, as did the one called Preacher.
Jeddah? I saw his name on the pumpkin patch sign. What does he have to do with all this?
He made me see the evil of your kind. How destructive you are. Jeddah preyed upon his own child, making her suffer and die. The entire town turned a blind eye to Jeddah's crimes, and I watched. The people's vicious disregard for Carol's safety was no less a crime than her father's.
So you killed them?
Their own inner chaos would have destroyed them eventually. I only expedited the event, set things in order.
He has kind of a point.
Why were you so concerned about Carol?
She talked to me when no one would listen. I tried to communicate with them, but Carol's voice was like music to me. She was my favorite, and I failed her.
How does the preacher figure into all of this? What could he possibly have done?
He was a superstitious fool. He spread paranoia and fear, swaying the others away from rational thought. The humans put their trust and faith in him and followed. When the preacher assured them that Jeddah wasn't a real threat to Carol, they listened.
If you're as omnipotent as you seem to think you are, then why haven't you weeded me out also?
In due time, little meat. For now you are of little consequence to me.
Meat is such an interesting insult.
My name is Max, not Meat.
Your name is meaningless. An animal noise. And you are nothing more than a bag of meat.
If you truly feel that way, then why have you spared the children? Aren't they meat too?
Yes, and you have seen them bickering and divided. Yet they are not beyond hope. the children still have some innocence, which, with some reconstructing on the cellular level, I will cultivate in order to give them salvation.
And you think that you can offer them salvation? What conceit!
It is not conceit. After I complete their transformation, the children will be one with me forever. That is their salvation.
Transforming them into simple plants? You call that salvation?
Simple plants! Insulin meat! You know what your problem is. You lack structure. The cells in your body are practically floating away. It makes me sick to look at you. Everything around you is in chaos. My form is superior in every way to your weak flesh.
I still think the dialogue in this game holds up pretty well. Like, I actually, like, that's kind of creepy.
If my flesh is so weak, then why are you afraid of me?
Afraid of you? You overestimate yourself.
I think you're the one who overestimates yourself, you perverse, bloated egomaniac!
You impudent wretch!
Okay.
I've got to kill that diseased monster before it kills the children.
So the only thing you have to do there is do enough of that dialogue that she throws you out. We did a lot of optional ones because her tendrils go back and you can pick up.
A wrench courtesy of, well, thanks, Mom.
We need the wrench. So notice how over here we have the comet and next to it
an old gas-powered generator.
So it should be pretty straightforward what we need to do, kind of, sort of, maybe.
It looks like a jumper cable. Might be useful.
And then here, sadly, is something that I see some people miss sometimes. They want to go back and they go all the way through the patch. And I get it, because this, you know, maybe they just think this is part of the ground or something. But
a wooden plank.
This is the shortcut back. Now, I have always wondered if there is a way to get that to come down early. I bet you could just skip the entire patch, maybe. But when you try to activate it from over here, he says he's too far away. And I've tried all sorts of different things. Maybe there's a way to do it. That would be an interesting skip to try to find, but I have not found that yet. Now, since we're over this way, why don't I show you the other solution to that gate puzzle? Remember, the answer was 451?
I couldn't hardly tell. It was so easy to be.
Your name is Jessie, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's the tic-tac-toe champion, and we saw a tic-tac-toe board next to the lock.
My name.
So I'm going to skip past some of those. She just said that our name was dumb.
What would your parents say if they heard you talk?
They're not here. And you're not my dad. I don't have to listen
You're not my real father. Okay.
What game are you playing?
Tic-tac-toe. Wanna play? I'm the best there is.
We need to learn the rules. That's what I want to ask her about her face. Hold on.
I don't mean to be rude.
There's no way you can say that question and not be rude. Come on.
Face.
Huh? Oh, that. Mother did this. Aren't I pretty? I hope to be as pretty as Mother when I grow up. Don't you think I'm pretty?
Sure. Oh, yes. You're very, very pretty, Jessie. My God, what's going on here?
It's a little odd. We know what's going on here already.
Can you tell me how to play?
Well.
So she tells us how to play tic-tac-toe. We know what to do.
Let's play a game.
All right, let's see if I can actually beat her.
You probably.
I don't know.
A simple kids game shouldn't be
It's
too
been
hard.
years since I've done this in game, so let's see if we can get it. I can't remember. I don't know tic-tac-toe strategy. Someone smarter than me probably knows better how to do it. Here we go.
I guess you're not as good as you thought, Jesse.
I let you win, 'cause you're new in town. You're pretty smart, though, for a boy.
For a boy.
I've only been beaten a couple of times before, but that's because there were all girls. Girls are a lot smarter than boys.
Nuh-uh. Girls is stupider.
Shut up, Billy, you little reed.
Hey, wait. No. We don't use that word on Twitch. Okay.
Which girls have beaten you?
Meg and Eileen. They're her bestest friends.
Okay, I will be right back. Enjoy the creepiness for a moment.
I win again, Billy. You can't never beat me. Billy is a loser. Billy is a loser. Wanna play again? If I put an X there, then she puts an O on top, and then... But if I put an X on the top... Oh, snot. I'm getting tired. Oh, Billy, are you still playing? I couldn't hardly tell. It was so easy to beat you. I thought maybe you'd walked off and let me win.
Okay, so we just beat her in tic-tac-toe when we learned, like,
How am I supposed to get that?
who beat her.
Ooh, you just wait till I'm big and strong.
Your name's...
Then I'll beat you at every game.
And let's see here.
Can I...
Okay, not that. Who else were we supposed to talk to? Trying to remember how to trigger this. Hold on.
I'm getting tired. Oh, Billy, are you still playing? I couldn't hardly tell.
Which girls?
Meg and Eileen. They're her...
Which one's Eileen? Oh, I think it's this jump rope girl. Hold on.
This girl has 2 wooden legs. Who are you?
Megan Johns, but you...
That's mean.
Thanks, mister.
So what we're trying to do is talk to the girls who have beat her in tic-tac-toe.
My name is Max.
That's a nice name. Hey.
Hey, Meg. I beat Jessie at tic-tac-toe. She said that you beat her once, too.
Ha! I beat her more than once. I beat her 4 times.
4 times? You must be pretty good.
Thanks.
Okay, so we've got number 4 there.
I win again, Billy. You can't never...
Meg told me that she's beaten you at her game 4 times. Is that true?
Yeah. Okay. I guess Meg did beat me a few times.
And then who is the other one? I'm trying to remember.
I'll win it.
And it's been a while.
You do. No, not
There we go.
either.
Do you play
Boy,
tic-tac-toe with Jessie?
Yeah, she thinks she's the best, but I beat her 7 times.
All right, so now we have a 4 and a 7. So where do the 5 and the 1 come from?
I thought you were the champion, Jessie. Eileen said she whipped your butt at this game. She told me that she beat you 7 times.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. She only beat me 4 times.
What about last Thursday?
That didn't count. It started to rain.
Did so. She put down her ex before it all washed away.
Fine. But she only beat me 5 times, not 7. So Meg beat me 4 times. Eileen beat me 5 times. But you only beat me once, Mr. Smarty Pants.
So that's the other solution to the puzzle, that one of the girls beat her 4 times, one of the girls beat her 5 times, and you beat her once. And that's where we get 4, 5, 1 for the lock. I can see why they added that in there, because I think that's really obtuse. Plus the fact that to get that, you have to like talk to the girls multiple times because one of them gets their number wrong. Like, that's just weird and kind of cruel. And if you really think about it this way. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but It's based on the number of times that the kids were beat and the one time that you beat her. So how is that the combination of the lock? Because the combination of the lock would have been set before you beat her. But not to give too much away, it actually does make sense in the universe of the game. We'll come back to that. It does actually work. It does actually make sense. Even though it doesn't. All right. Now we have that super bizarre long sequence of events that we're good on. Oh, almost forgot this. So there's one thing that we need to get up here, and it's the whole reason that we grabbed the wrench.
I'll rush. Okay, there we go.
We got a rubber hose. And again, remember this. It's a little bit of foreshadowing as well. All right, so the whole reason that we...
Return to game.
The whole reason that we threw the rock at the church bell to make the little kid go in the church was to grab the fishing rod for what we need later. Here's a car. This is probably a reference to the car that went off the cliff in the opening cutscene.
Somebody needs a driving lesson. I smell gasoline.
But maybe not. I don't know.
Rubber hose. Jumper cables.
Rubber hose. Oh, yeah. We need to open that first, don't we? The inventory system is also weird. You get it by clicking on yourself and then selecting it like that. Unique, though. I'm not sure that I've seen many games, if any, do that. Anyway, we use the hose and the gas can to get the gas, because remember, the generator that's next to the comet is gas-powered. And so we have jumper cables. We're just missing one thing. We'll get right now. And again, I would love to figure out how to get Max's walking speed up, but we don't have that. So, okay, we pulled that out.
A metallic cross charred by lightning.
All right, so we have a cross. Can't remember if we get anything good by talking to this kid. I seem to remember liking this dialogue, but I can't remember.
Hi there. What's your name, kid?
My name's Marcus. Marcus Williams. What's...
Mine.
Hi, Max.
I haven't seen it.
Mother made him...
Away.
Sorry, Miss...
Okay. I thought maybe he talked to us about his boat.
Mother is good. Mother is the way. She protects us from the meat who would harm us. The meat must be killed so that the seedlings can grow. We're all Mother's seedlings.
I almost forgot about that. When you ask any of the kids about Mother, that's the creepy speech that they say.
Meat? That's horrible.
Mother says I can be a lily pad and float down the creek, just like my boat.
No, Marcus, I understand that you want to...
You don't understand. Mother was right. You just want to ruin everything. Go away.
That's what it was. Yeah, so they each of the kids like talks about being turned into a plant and just how much they would love that.
Toad puking pig boogers on.
Let me see if this one.
I hate it.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot to talk to this kid. He's got some decent dialogue.
Again, Billy. You can't never beat me.
You're...
Billy is a
Billy,
loser.
right?
Billy is a
Huh?
loser.
I told you that a zillion times already. Jeez. Have you figured out your name yet, Mr. No Name?
My name is Max.
Oh, that's a good name. Better than Mr. No Name. I used to have a goldfish named Max, but my cat ate it. He pooped orange for 2 days.
That's disgusting.
So random.
Do your parents know you tell stories like that?
Yeah, but they don't say anything. Orange poop, orange poop.
I don't mean to be rude, but what happened to your face?
Me? Nothing. Mother says I'm handysome. What's wrong with your face, mister? Is Mother making you handysome too?
No, Billy, I was hurt in an accident. These bandages helped me get better. Yes, I know about...
Mother is good. Mother is the way.
The same monotone speech as with the other
The
kid.
meat's gotta be destroyed so the seedlings can grow.
Meat? What are you talking about?
Me? You? Everyone. Mother says we're all just meat, and meat is sick. It's poopy bad. She's gonna change
Kid likes
it
the
so
word
we're
poopy.
good, like her.
What is she doing to you? What do you mean changing?
You know, mister. Change meat into seedlings. Make us just like her, once she feels better. She's gonna finish what she started and make us good, make us big and strong. Boy, I can't wait.
Okay. Probably time to... Oh, before I forget, let's talk to Lumpy and his dead friend Carol.
I win again, though.
Everyone calls you...
Yeah, it's because of this.
I see that you and Carol are, very close.
Yeah, I'm so happy she's back. Thanks for helping me find her.
Sure, I guess. I know about...
Mother is good.
Let's see if he says anything interesting about seedlings.
Seedlings? But...
I'm lonely, mister.
Oh.
Everyone in my family is gone except...
No, I regret asking him.
Mother
That's
is
really
gonna
sad.
make it all better.
Better? Don't you know what that means? You'll be gone too. She's...
You're mean. Just like Mother said you would be. Go away.
Alright. I think it's time to end this. Mother has had enough leeway. Alright. So what do? We take one cross, we put it on the comet. Pick up one pair of jumper cables. Do this. Put the jumper cables
Not a good idea.
onto that. I guess the better optimal order would be jumper cables first and then that, but maybe. All right, put the gas in, and then we let her rip.
There! The children are free of you!
You know what? It's been a while since I've tried this. I wonder... I think that all the children are gone now? Remember right? Yeah, so if you try to, like, go back and talk to them, like, they're not there, he's not there, this girl isn't there. So, the only place to go, if you noticed during that, was that these vines sort of died there. But we can go in here and see our handiwork.
Ugh. What a mess.
All right. We can go over here and hope this works. Sometimes, it's not very often, but I've had it to where Max sort of gets stuck here and he gets soft locked, so I'm going to quick save real quick.
Thank you for freeing us, Max. Now that Mother is destroyed, the children are slowly returning to normal. They've all gone through the tunnel to join the rest of the world. I waited for you.
Yes, but where are we going?
All right. The courtyard and chapel.
Max, it's me, Morgan. I'm right here.
The asylum? How did I get back here?
Good question.
Those children seemed so real. Did I save them, or am I going completely mad?
So we're back at the asylum somehow.
Save game.
Let's save it here. All right, let's start talking to people.
Game.
Is there an all achievements speedrun? Not yet. because I oh, and I actually hope I think that one of the achievements is talking to every character. I think, which I really don't want to do. I'd have to look up the achievements to see if there's if it's something I'd be interested in. Now, to be fair though, I am sort of interested in maybe doing a speedrunner 2 now that it seems like the walking speed is consistent, because that was the big problem with the other version. Though it is very annoying that you can't skip as much dialogue, but that may be... it would be a separate category, I guess.
Is he wearing big bare feet slippers?
Like, that dialogue there, I would not be able to... I skip past in this one. I guess it doesn't matter too much. There was finally, after many years, one other runner who submitted a run a few months ago. That was cool to see, but I've been searching for a very long time for a way to make this even, and this might be the way to do it.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Are you serious, man? I'm the king.
King of what?
King of rock and roll, man. I'm Elvis.
Okay.
Elvis? But I thought you were, well, you know, dead.
No, that was all a hoax, man. The pressure was getting to me. I needed a break.
Break from what? All your fame?
Fame, drugs, food, you name it. I needed time to relax, sober up, slim down. Know what I mean?
Yes. Well, it looks like you've shed a few pounds since that Hawaiian concert.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
They had fun with this game.
Where is that awful music coming from?
I wish I knew, man. That stuff is for the birds.
Do you know anything about the other patients?
They ain't patients. These are my fans, man. Let me tell you, these are the best fans in the world.
Okay. Let's see what else there is here. Talk to people. There's some things to notice that are easy to miss. Here's another stained glass window.
Who ever heard of a stained glass window with clown faces? Too weird.
Okay. And remember that little pond, little pool of water with like little figures around it? That's pretty reminiscent of this. This is square and the other was circular, but you know.
Why is that woman licking her lips? I feel very sane in comparison to her. Excuse me, what's your name?
My name is Vera. I think it sounds nice. I ate my husband with carrots and rice.
I've always loved that line.
Where is that awful music coming from?
I like this music. It's got a great beat. It
This
makes
line, not
me
so
want
much.
to stay on my feet.
Do you know anything about the other patients?
They'd be yummy in my tummy.
What do you mean by that?
Chop 'em all up, put 'em in a pot, add some potatoes, and see what you've got.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah.
What kind of weird trees are these?
And keep that in mind too. These trees come back later. Let's talk to some of the orderlies here.
I wonder what's on his mind. Excuse me, what's your name?
John Whitefoot, Max. Don't you remember?
No, I'm sorry. Where am I?
The asylum, of course. In the courtyard. We had to evacuate the tower cells because of the explosion.
What explosion?
The generator. It was supposed to be repaired this week. I guess they were a little too late.
Oh, what about all the patients up there?
I'm afraid you were the only one who survived, my friend.
Yeah, well, we also didn't pull down our pants and jump off the edge.
I'm the only survivor? My God! How many people died up there?
I'd say 15 or so. The fire spread quickly after the second explosion. Then there was no way to reach them in time, but how did you manage to escape?
If I told you, you'd think I'm really insane.
Try me. I'd like to know how you survived this disaster.
I know this will sound nuts, but I was just in this weird little town where a huge alien plant killed all the adults, but not the kids.
I see.
You must think I'm as loony as the others.
No, that's not true. I have my own theory on what could have happened to you.
What's your theory?
What's your theory?
Well, I think that maybe your mind couldn't handle the thought of you abandoning those who needed help, so you constructed a world to hide in, inside your mind, until it was safe to come back. The town represented the tower, the children were the patients, and the missing adults represented the doctors and other authority figures who weren't around to help.
Huh, maybe you're right, but it all seemed so real.
Your mind is capable of wondrous things, Max. In your head, it was real.
That dialogue spoon feeds it maybe a little too much, but I still like that it's in there. So I won't give many more specifics, but that's pretty close to the truth.
I'm not crazy. I shouldn't be here.
That's a familiar story around here, my friend.
Where is that awful music coming from?
Dr. Morgan is testing a few theories on how music affects the patients. He's conducting his research in the observation room.
Well, let's go there after we talk to this guy.
Quite a big fellow. Excuse me, what's your name?
Jeez, Max. It's the same as it was yesterday and the day before that. I'm Bruce. Bruce Chambers, remember? Man, that wreck must have really rattled your brain.
A car wreck?
Yeah. Taking that nurse's car for a joyride wasn't the brightest thing you've ever done. I mean, now your face is all messed up and you can't remember squat.
Where am I?
You've been here before, don't you remember?
No, this place isn't familiar at all.
It's the courtyard, Max. You like it here.
I'm not crazy. I shouldn't be here.
Now just calm down, Max. Calm down.
But I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not, Max, sure.
I know this will sound nuts.
Let's see what happens when we tell this guy what happened.
You're right.
You mean you believe me?
No, I mean it sounds nuts. Just take your pill, Max, and you'll feel better.
Let's go check out what's over here. And don't worry, I have not forgotten about this woman up here. We'll get back to her. So, we got this guy over here.
He looks way too attached to that fish.
This is another red herring joke. He's got a big red fish. Now let's talk to him. It's been years since I've actually spoken to this guy.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Sir, yes, sir. Who the hell are you? Leave me alone. Can't an old man get any rest around this ship?
I think he just says that.
Where is...
yeah, he doesn't like it.
Quit talking to me. I need to sleep off me hangover from shore leave.
All right. Let's go in here. And this is Dr. Morgan.
Looks like a doctor. What's he writing?
Finally get to look at him.
A radio. Wonder if I can get it.
Before that, yeah, let's listen to the radio. Why not?
Active only in newborns, DNAV goes on to deform, cripple, and kill victims within a few years.
That might be important.
Hello? You must be Dr. Morgan.
Hmm? Oh. We thought we'd lost you in the fire, Max. Where have you been?
Very nonchalant about a patient dying in a fire.
I was somewhere else for a while.
Dying in a fire.
Well, it's good that you're safe, Max. But you seem to get into trouble whenever you go away. I've told you before that you need to stay in control if you expect to get well.
I didn't just go away in my mind, Dr. Morgan. I was in an actual place, a small town with children. They were real.
Now, Max, don't get all excited. I can have one of the orderlies restrain you if necessary. Will it be necessary, Max?
No, I'm fine. I want to get well, Doctor, but I have so many strange thoughts, unanswered questions.
The random screams in the background.
I wish I had some answers for you. Perhaps we can talk later, after my work here is done.
What fire? What happened?
The generator exploded. Too bad about all of those others up there in the tower. We could only save so many.
Others? What do you mean?
Don't you understand, Max? The fire. It wiped out all of the cells in the tower. Everyone inside. You're lucky to be alive.
No one seems to be bothered by this. Does anyone know what happened to make the generator explode?
We haven't discovered the cause yet, but of course we're concerned about all the patients. Right now, we're trying to keep everyone calm and pleasant. Don't want them to dwell on disturbing things, do we? No, surely not.
What are you writing, Doctor?
I'm conducting an experiment. The effects of different types of music on all the patients.
Okay. Let's try changing the music.
An old piece of equipment, but it seems to be working fine.
In fact, you don't actually have to take this off, but...
A record. Rockabilly swing thing.
It's been a while since I've done this. We'll look at all the different musics. So, doing the different ones makes each of the different patients dance in a different way. So, that makes Elvis dance.
Long live the king.
Okay, what else have we got?
A record. Belladonna in A flat.
Grab that one. What else do we have?
A record. The Ballad of Captain Dick.
Okay, let's do this one because I like seeing...
A record.
I like seeing this dance. Dude loves his
I
fish.
hope he only dances with a fish.
Oh my.
What do you think about the record that's playing now?
Now there be a melody any good sailor would dance a jig to.
Oh man, okay. Can't remember if this guy
friendly-looking guy
says anything different. Yeah, no.
Why do you damn loons always gotta talk so damn much? Christ! My name's Hector Vasquez. Now get the hell away from me, you look like a goddamn mummy.
Okay. I remember that one of the orderlies was really mean to us.
Why is my head all wrapped up like this?
Cause you're so freaking ugly, I guess. Okay, mommy man, I'll be straight with you. You see, when the little green man came to...
Forget it, you jerk.
I'd forgotten about that. Why don't we talk to him some more?
Where am I?
Where do you think? The asylum, you nut job.
I know this will sound nuts, but...
Good for you. Why don't you go back there?
I'm not crazy.
Hey, don't blow a head pipe, psycho. That act won't get you anywhere with me.
Okay. All right. I wanted to talk to this character down here before I made him dance. Wait, did you catch that?
Interesting.
That gargoyle was moving.
That guy looks like he's gonna eat me. Excuse me, what's your name?
Stan Dombrowski, don't forget it.
Where am I?
The courtyard.
I'm not crazy.
Shut up before I pound you one.
All right, yeah, he is a jerk.
Where is that awful...
Doc's doing some kind...
Oh?
How should I know, maggot?
I know this will sound nuts, but I was just in this weird little town...
Shut up!
Okay. Most of them do not like us very much. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back down.
Nice tutu, old man. Excuse me, what's your name?
Skippy!
Do you know anything about the other patients?
Do you know anything about the other patients?
Very funny, old man.
Very funny, old man.
Okay. He's not very helpful. There was one record we haven't tried yet. All right, as much as I like this dance that this guy's doing.
A record. A record.
This is necessary to progress through the game.
disturbing. Yet I can't look away.
There's another fun detail I don't know if you noticed, but
A record. The Donner Party Waltz.
Called the Donner Party Waltz.
Anatomical diagrams. Must be part of Morgan's work.
Okay, so now we can go address these, well, actually, let's go grab the thing that he was hiding there. First, that'll make it a little bit easier for us. Alright, so he likes that music, he's having a good time, but what was he sitting on?
Aha! Look what Skippy had under his tutu.
Out of my way.
A holy symbol.
The holy symbol, alright. Why don't we go inside what looks to be the chapel? Avoid the woman who wants to eat everybody.
How sad she looks.
Doctor? Are you my doctor?
Welcome back to the States, Max. I've already managed to assemble a team of top researchers at Mercy, but I'm especially glad that you finally decided to accept my offer. Dr. Law.
Doctor, are you all right?
I am a doctor. Oh, I'm okay. Thank you. Yes, I am a doctor, but I don't work here.
Oh, I was hoping you were a new doctor. Since my friend stopped talking to me, I've been so lonely. I need someone to cure him so he could talk to me again.
Let's ask about her friend.
Who is your friend?
Crag.
Well, what's wrong with him? Does he have laryngitis?
I don't know. Maybe. All I know is that he hasn't visited or talked to me in a while.
Has Crag gone away? Maybe he was released from the asylum and didn't tell you.
No. He wasn't a patient here. He just used to visit me by the fountain on sunny days.
Why are you so lonely? I mean, there are other people here to talk to.
I don't like them. They're all crazy. Crag was different. He was tall, dark, and handsome. He thought I was pretty.
I'll bet you are pretty, under that heavy hood. Why do you hide your face?
Since Crag stopped visiting me, I don't want to show my ugly face to anyone.
Oh, stop talking like that. You're not ugly.
You're just being polite. You don't fool me.
Alright.
Where do these big doors lead? It sounds like someone's inside.
Preacher Bob is giving a sermon inside. I wanted to go into the chapel myself, but the doors are stuck. I can't budge them.
Well, how did the preacher get inside if the chapel doors are stuck?
He must have had help from his little lackey, Norm.
And then she hopefully gets out of the way. Alright, we're about to meet Preacher Bob, who is one of, actually I think one of my favorite characters of all time.
Doors.
Alright, what in the heck is this?
These are just mannequins. Why'd they chain his hands to his feet?
Oh, why isn't the music changing? I'm gonna try this. Oh. There's supposed to be different music in here. Interesting.
Seems rather eccentric. Excuse me, what's your name?
My name? Disciple Norman. This lost sheep seeks the truth.
Seek the truth, preacher!
Amen, Norman. I go by many names, my child, but you may call me Preacher Bob.
Okay, so this is either a bug or something that the 2015 version just got wrong. There's supposed to be like church-ish like organ music here. That's kind of creepy, actually.
You seem to be quite, well, energetic about the topic of stealing. Why is that?
Oh, the wicked are among us, my friend. They spread their vile ideas and sinful thoughts like a cancer. And now, the sinners have desecrated the sanctity of his house.
Desecrated? How did they do that?
Evil thieves slipped into his great house and performed a terrible deed. With the devil's hands, they stole a most holy of holy symbols. What has our society come to when the wretched pawns of Satan feel free to run rampant in Bob's house? Can I hear an amen?
Amen, preacher.
Thank you, Norman.
What did this holy symbol look like? Maybe I'll come across it.
They stole no less than the sacred cross of the church, my son. A golden testament to his good word.
Your parishioners seem a little, wooden.
The lost sheep doesn't recognize the flock, Brother Norman.
Open his eyes, Father.
Amen to that. My flock is special in the eyes of the Lord, my son. Right now, they sit motionless in deep prayer. So strong is their devotion that they appear to be made of wood to the common man. But in truth, they are as alive as you and I.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay, before we do that, I think you talked to Norman a little bit. You don't have to.
Excuse me, what's your name?
I am Saint Norman, disciple of Bob.
Disciple of Bob? What faith is that?
It is the truth. Bob's word is truth. He is the eyes and ears of God. Oh, glorious and most holy of Bobs. Bob is the most Bob of all.
Bob is the most Bob of all.
Praise be to Bob.
The preacher seems to be interested in the sin of stealing. Did something happen?
Oh, a most foul and wicked.
Alright, so he just talks to us about how
majestic and glorious house
the holy symbol was taken.
The preacher seems to be pretty riled up. Is he always like this?
No, but one of the evil sinners took something very valuable from the house of Bob. Therefore, we are watchful of all who would approach. Stay back.
But all I want to do is talk to the preacher.
Then do it from here.
Brother Norman, look.
Oh,
I think...
What? Oh, praise be to Bob.
Oh, didn't want to do that.
I found your lost symbol.
What's that?
Okay, oh good. So, we almost messed that up. So, I guess you can tell Norman that you found it too. So you can tell either Norman or the preacher that you found it. Now, I had hoped to save just before this. We'll see if we get this. If not, we can. If not, it's okay. But you can perform the walking glitch here too. We'll see if we get it. There we go. We got it. This should look kind of weird because you can still sort of see Max like back there.
For your performance of a miracle in our accursed times, I dub thee Saint Max of the House of Bob. Here is thy staff of righteousness. Lean on it, whilst you walk on the path of the Lord. Hallelujah!
Thanks. I'll use it for the good of mankind.
Hallelujah! Amen!
So that's kind of a fun one. Now, if you have the walking glitch that happens sometimes, and you can walk fast enough, you can actually get to the stairs and get all the way to the bottom, which saves quite a bit of time there. But just another one of those fun walking glitches that you can do in between cutscenes. So, in return for finding the symbol, he gives us an old broom. We can use to open this up. And this we are going to save.
Save game.
Just save over this.
Return to
It
game.
is a confusing mess. These pipes, they must control the water flow to the fountain.
A pipe puzzle. Oh wow, and the music just got really loud for some reason. I think that's a bug. Anyway, Here's a little Easter egg. There are bugs that come through here, and I want to catch one of them as he comes through. You can squish them, actually. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to...
Pipes. They must control the water flow to
Why
the
is the
top.
music so loud all of a sudden? That is definitely a bug. And you can squash the bugs here too. Hold on. I'm just gonna turn that down a little so it's not blaring in your ears. So anyway, we have kind of a puzzle here. Now, it's a little obtuse, but as you see, there's a map over here with the not even more. There's a little map over here that tells you which of the areas these symbols correspond to. What we need to do is to fill up this center pool. So we need to get this one to go all the way up. So, see if I remember how to do this. What we have to do is just get enough pressure to go there. And let's see. That, and that, and that. There we go. Okay. So, one fun thing is that you can hit this on its way up. Like, you don't have to wait till that's totally filled. But while I have that sort of solved, let me save the game here. God, that's obnoxious. Hold on. I know I've turned it down for you all, but still sort of blaring in my ears. Even more down. All right, so here, what we can do is do another one of these movement glitches,
They must control the water
which is
flow.
why I saved it. And if I do this right, oh, okay, so that's going fast enough that you can't do it. Interesting. So that's what happens in this one. So in the GOG version, what you can do is that sort of that puzzle goes slow enough that you can actually get the movement glitch down and then get Max to sort of come up here while that transition is happening. That's interesting. Okay, so we have the pool filled up. Let's look into it.
The reflection is moving. What does it mean?
Let's hope that the music stops.
My spirit has been so dry. I do not know you, sir, but I thank you. What is your greatest wish?
I wish that I could see my sister again.
Max? Sarah would like to see you now.
Hey, Squirt, feeling any better? I don't think I can go to the circus this year. We'll go next year. Can you do me a favor, Max? Dolly, the one Dad won me the last year at the circus, Mr. Clown, could you get it for me in the toy box? Oh yeah, sure. Where is it? I can't find it, Sarah. I can't find it. I can't find it.
Okay, so yeah, to recap, well, I'll recap it in a second after this loads.
Whoa, those don't look too safe.
So yeah, so we are now Sarah, our little sister. So let's save this.
Save game.
All right. So yeah, so we keep flashing back to Max as a kid, reading his Grimmauld comic book with a sort of monster there on the front of it. And we find out in that cutscene that our sister was very sick and apparently died. And one of her last wishes was for us to find one of her dolls. And she was missing the circus. And as you've seen throughout the beginning of the game, there have been circus motifs all over the place. Clown stained glass windows, the posters that were in the second level of the game. In the second level, the little kid talking about rides and things. And now we're at the creepiest circus that there ever was. Let's take a look around. First at these dead bodies floating in the water.
Yuck. I can see everything through these.
Looks like we've got some binoculars. Everything's kind of underwater. A little odd.
He's got a big red nose like Santa.
Let's talk to this guy then.
Well, bless my soul! How on earth did you get here, little girl?
I don't know, mister. All I remember is looking in the water and then this flash of light. The next thing I knew, I was here. I'm kind of scared because I don't remember much.
Now, no need to be scared, my dear. Using my world-renowned powers of deduction, I'd say that you were in a boat and fell overboard. The tide swept you up and plopped you down here, safe and sound. Why, I'm sure your family is looking for you as we speak.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
What? Why, I'm Antonio Baldini, genius, showman, and ringmaster extraordinaire.
Where am I?
You don't know? Then you're in for quite a treat, little girl, because directly behind me is the most fantastical spectacle this world has to offer.
Huh?
Can it be that you've never heard of the world-famous Baldini Brothers' amazing traveling circus? Say it's not so. Why, only a few dollars will open the doors of magic, wonder, and grotesquerie.
Oh, but I have no money.
Tell you what, my dear. Since times are tough and the crowd is, a little thin this time of year, I'll give you a free pass to the Squid Squash game. If you're lucky, you might win some tickets.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Baldini.
Think not.
Oh, missed that. So you can, I was trying to get it there. You can do one of those little movement skips. It barely saves any time at all. But basically, Baldini runs off and says, it's time to set up the circus. So, yep. I like this level a lot. It's a good creepy circus level. Oh, one thing that I didn't mention as I'm kind of moving around here that I forgot to mention is that if you are holding down the walk thing and then you have the game running windowed and then move it to the edge, does it still work here? Yeah. So does that not do it in this one? Okay, in the other version, if you do it, it kind of messes things up a little bit. 'Cause my cursor's like outside of the screen, and when you come back in after holding it like past the edge, then the cursor stays as the walk icon, even though you're not moving. But I guess that doesn't work in this version. All right, so we're going to kind of do things somewhat optimally in our pathing here. This is probably not the way that a person would normally play through it, but...
What a cute little wagon.
Now, as you can sort of tell, just from the dead bodies in the water, something's not quite right in this circus. And the people in the circus are not that happy.
This man has pictures all over his body.
This is the tattoo parlor.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Oh, ain't you just precious? As if it ain't bad enough being stuck on this freaking island. Now I gotta wet nurse some little brat.
You're mean.
Yeah, so what? When you come into Wilbur Smith's wagon, you play by my rules, kid.
The circus workers are not entirely enthused about being here, I think.
Ooh, can I have a tattoo?
What? Ha! Come back in about 10 years, kid. Tattoo is only for my adult customers.
It's a little odd thing for a, I think she's 8 to be asking.
Where are all your customers, mister?
Well, you ain't the brightest bulb in the string, is you? There ain't no customers. We're stranded on this crappy island. The only human being to land on this rock system flood is you. And you're too freaking young for me to ink.
That was a big flood, huh?
No, it was a little tiny flood. Now, quit asking me stupid questions.
I never saw a circus on an island before.
That's 'cause there ain't supposed to be any damn circuses on any damn islands. How the hell is anyone supposed to go to a circus if they can't wait it?
Who lives in that big spooky house on
The one that we
other
saw through the
island?
binoculars.
How the hell should I know? I'm stuck on this crummy island with everybody else. Why don't you swim over there and find out?
Alright, enough of that. I don't think we can look at anything else here. Well, we can look at things, but we can't really do anything with it yet, so we won't bother with that yet. We go along here. We're about to find there's a fun house down there, and then there are circus games, like our little arcade games. Now, we don't have any money, so if we try to play these, they won't let us, except that we do have
a free pass for the squid squash.
Free pass for the squid squash. Let's talk to this guy.
Neat. His arm is a fishing pole. My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Well, I'll be. Antonio wasn't crazy after all. There really is a customer. My name is Carl Rice, but you can call me Ishmael. I operate this squid squash game.
So he's probably reading Moby Dick, right?
What book are you reading? Is it a comic book?
What?
Yeah.
This is a classic, young lady, not some piece of trash. It's the epic saga of a man obsessed with killing a great white whale.
Oh, that poor whale.
No. You're missing the point. The whale is the manifestation of all earthly evils, and the man's pursuit is... Oh, forget it.
He just gives up. Alright, let's play.
May I play, please?
Sure, if you have 3 tickets.
I have a squid squash pass that Mr. Baldini gave me.
That's good enough. Here you go.
Now, chances are that we'll win.
Impress your friends.
Good. But it is possible to lose that. Now, if you lose, what will happen is that you get your game tickets here. If you lose all your game tickets, you have to sort of wander around and there will be random tickets on the ground, which is a little odd. But we need, I believe it's something like 11 tickets altogether. So we're going to play again here until we get the amount of tickets that we need. And we could save scum this, but I guess we will.
If you have...
There we go. And do it again. It is possible to lose this. Like that. I'm actually glad that happened. So let me...
I've never heard of this game before.
So we have nothing in our inventory. So let's see if they are where I think they are. Yep, right here. You can barely see them.
Those look like game tickets.
And these game tickets are not here if you don't have them. So, okay, 3 tickets, good. I think that the amount of tickets, if I remember right, is random. So you could get 3 or 2 or 1. But they only show up on the beach down there if you lose all your tickets, thankfully. So that you aren't just like soft locked. But as you can see, it's kind of a pixel hunt. It's hard to see. So anyway, let's play.
May I?
Sure.
Now let's see if we can't get it this time. Good. All right, since I was able to demonstrate the tickets there, let's save scum this a little bit. So, ticket. That.
Turn to game.
Look.
Play.
May I?
I keep holding down escape, so. Okay. I think that that's good enough because what we also have to do
Show your muscles. Impress your friends.
is that we have to play this game. We don't have to play the other games. We could, but the only ones that we have to, or the only one that we have to besides the squid squash is this game.
I'll knock him down.
1 ticket per throw.
I have enough tickets.
Give it your best shot, little girl. Try not to hurt yourself. Ha ha ha.
All right, got it first try too. So in the speed run, this is a huge kind of reset point if you really care about your time, because it is possible to lose that game. I figured out the odds once. I can't remember what they are. They seem about 50-50, maybe a little better. That's something I'd be curious about figuring out again. But you can lose each of these arcade games.
Can I play again?
Is your memory as short as you are? You broke my game, remember? Beat it!
I like that. All right.
A bowling
The
pin.
reason we needed to play that game is to get this bowling pin. All right. So now we can go up here. And we can talk to the few people who are still on this island,
Hey, another kid.
who maybe aren't circus performers. Let's see what this kid has to say.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Wow, another kid. That's swell. Even if you are just a girl. My name's
Just a
Sean.
girl.
Are we the only kids here?
Yeah, it sucks. I get real lonely all by myself. I don't have anyone to play with.
If you're so lonely, why don't you go to the circus? There's lots to do there.
Mama says I can't. She says the circus is full of evil folks. And they brought the flood down on us with their sinning ways.
That's silly. How could they have?
I don't know. Mama knows best.
Do you always obey your mama?
Most of the time.
What do you mean, most of the time?
Well, I snuck out and went over to the big top one night, even though Mama said not to. It was pretty boring. Most everybody was sleeping except the strong man. He was writing some sap of love poems or something. They were pretty bad. I remember one went like this. Oh, Inferno, you make my heart burn out.
Okay.
Is this section of the
We actually don't need to ask him about this. We just need to learn about the love interest there.
Where's all the other families?
Me and my folks are all that's left. There used to be a lot more, but they kept disappearing.
That's cool.
What's happening?
No one knows for sure. We think it's that monster.
Monster?
Yeah, that squid thing. My dad says it's just a matter of time before it gets us all. Oh, I don't want to be eaten.
Okay. Here's something you might miss the first few times that you are trying to figure this out, but there is
An oil can.
an oil can here that we need. And I can't remember if there's anything interesting in
Aw, he looks so
talking to these
sad.
people, but let's try it.
My name's Sarah.
I haven't talked to them in a very long
My name
time.
is Alan O'Leary, and my wife here is Martha.
What happened to the town?
Flood. The old Prospect Dam just beyond Grandview Point finally burst after years of neglect.
How did that happen?
Sort of forgotten over the years. We knew that it needed repairs, but we took it for granted. Thought it would last one more year. After all, a town only has so much money to spend, and other things always seem to be more important at the time. I guess we were wrong.
What happened to the rest of the town folk?
Most of them were killed in the flood. A few survivors, like me family, came up here to find shelter.
Where are they? I don't see anyone but your family.
We're all that remain. That squid thing has been picking us off one by one.
There's a squid.
But how can it? We're high up from the water.
Since it's been in the open water, it's grown to almost triple its original size. At night, sometimes, I've seen its long tentacles probing the ground, searching for us.
Can't you do anything?
I am afraid not. We're all doomed.
I met your son. He's nice.
Sean? He's a good lad. Although I wish his mother wouldn't baby him so much.
All right, speaking of the mother, let's talk
She
to
must
her.
be cold.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Where'd you come from, you little imp? I haven't seen you around
He's not
here
very
before.
nice.
I just arrived here. I don't quite remember how, though.
It's a convenient story, isn't it? Bah! Heaven help the sinners that breed and mar their kind. You're as evil as the rest of those godforsaken freaks.
Let's learn about the freaks.
I'm not a freak. I'm just a little girl.
I guess we're protesting that we're a freak.
I know the ways of Beelzebub. You can alter your appearance at will. Why, you're probably in league with the watery abomination that's killing us all off one by one.
What?
Oh, stop pretending as if you don't know, you wicked little spectre. I'll not fall into your web of lies. Your kind brought about the damnation of our town with your vulgar display of profanity.
I met your son. He was...
Stay away from my child. We're up here, you like a potato, you rat-head fiend. I don't care if you drag me down to the eternal pit of hell, but I'll be damned before I let you harm one hair.
Your husband is a very nice man.
Husband? You mean this doppelganger? Bah! He's not my husband.
Then why are you standing here with him?
Don't smart off with me, you poisonous serpent. You know as well as I that if I were to turn my back on him, he'd eat my brain like a grapefruit.
Wow, okay. So those conversations are completely optional. You don't need that. Okay, let's talk about this clown here. God, he's the most troll character in the entire game. So his placement along here is random, and I don't know quite what's happening here, but he's supposed to be walking around, and I don't know. Like the last couple of times I've played this, sometimes he does just get stuck. Now the thing is, he can stop over here, so you can walk right past him and go all the way around and save a bunch of time that way. But if it's in this position or like anywhere along here, he just gets in your way and you have to go all the way around, and that can really kill your run too. So let's
He's so big and round.
talk to him. He's delightfully jerky.
I don't think I can go there. No.
Oh, we can't even talk to him because he's positioned wrong. Okay, well, we will go around and talk to him. We'll go all the way around and talk to him, if we can. I wonder if he's in such a position that we can't even talk to him. That would be funny. Let's find out. So here, what we have to do is get to the big top, the tent there. And you can see that we need to get there, to that entrance up there. And with the clown positioned where he is, it's just super annoying that you have to go all the way around. It's unfortunate. But that's how it happens. Yeah, it seems like his initial position is random, and then when and where he moves is random. But for some reason now he's not moving at all. Do a quick save, and then let me try talking to him. Let's see if we even can. I don't know. Oh, here we go.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Like I.
Like I?
Yeah, like I give a rat's ass you named Sarah.
Do you like it here at the circus?
Yeah, this is a real paradise. Maybe when I get done talking to your dumbass, I'll go have a martini by the pool.
You sure do cuss a lot.
So, what are you gonna do? Tell my mommy? Oh, dearie me, whatever shall I do?
So he's a jerk in the speedrun, and he's a jerk casually too.
That balloon looks silly on your head.
Oh, does it? Thank goodness you were here to tell me that. Whatever would I have done without your keen powers of observation?
You're mean. Shut up.
Get bent, you little runt.
Okay, so that's optional. We don't need to do that. But let's go in here. All right. So we don't need to talk to him to figure this out, but if we talk to him, we find out that he is sort of tired of juggling the balls, and so what we do is we give him a bowling pin.
Aha! Hey, finally a challenge! Thanks, little girl. Here's a present for you. Whoop!
And if you remember, back in the second level, that kid was bouncing a ball and made like a big deal out of it, so sort of a callback to this ball here.
Arms he has.
Let's talk to this guy.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Mino Gino, strongest man alive. Yeah.
So if you remember, this was the guy who was writing love poetry.
I know you're the one writing love poems to Inferno.
And Inferno is this woman over here.
Just tell her. If you love her, you should let her know.
What? No. Oh, crap. How did you figure it out? I mean, I'm afraid to tell her.
Let's ask him about his muscles real quick.
Wow. You sure got
Curious
lots of
what he has to say.
I used to have a lot more, but I just kind of let myself go since the flood.
Afraid? A big guy like you?
Yeah. I could bend a steel bar around my neck, but I'm scared of telling her how I feel.
But why?
She won't take me seriously. She thinks I'm just a big dummy. I don't know how to really prove my love.
How about a big tattoo of her name on
Life pro tip, do not do this.
That's not such a bad idea. If that don't prove how serious I am, then I don't
Just
know.
randomly get a tattoo of your crush's name. That was a little weird. Let's talk to Mr. Baldini, the owner of the circus.
Hello, Mr. Baldini.
Why, hello, Sarah. Are you enjoying the fabulous circus?
Yeah.
I guess so. But it's kind of spooky.
That it is, my dear. But is there no fun in fright? No beauty in terror? Look more closely, my dear, and see the sublime wonder of every attraction.
I can't remember.
Ugh, pooh, he stinks. My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Flipper.
Do you like it here at the circus?
Oh yeah, this is my dream. All I got in the prop is this freaking fish.
Why don't you use something else?
Oh, what else is there? I used to get stuff from the crowd, but there is no stinking crowd. This circus sucks.
It's been so long since I've talked to that guy. You can't do anything with him.
Poor sad little clown.
Or any of these clowns up here. But we will talk to them. If we can.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Simon.
Do you like it here at the circus?
No, my sister is a real pain in the ass.
Why is she so mean to you?
Oh, I don't know. She was always kind of mean. But when her dog died, man, that pushed her over the edge.
This is a family-friendly circus.
I hope she doesn't throw one of those at me. My name's Sarah. What's yours?
What's it to ya, you little snot?
You don't have to be so mean. I was just asking.
I was just asking. My name is Trixie. Try to remember it.
Do you like it here at the circus?
Are you for real? This blows. The only enjoyment I get these days is creaming my stupid brother.
I don't think that's very nice.
Shut up. I don't remember asking you about what you thought, you shrimp.
Boy, you aren't a very friendly clown. I thought clowns were supposed to be happy and nice.
Is that so? Well, most clowns aren't stuck in a rundown circus on an island, waiting to get eaten by some giant freak.
What do you mean, waiting to get eaten? What freak?
The goddamn squid. I knew he was bad news the day Antonio brought him. Christ, he ate my dog. The first day he was here. Poor Mr. Pooper.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Oh, that's great, kid, but it won't bring back my dog. You get away from me before I nail you with a pie.
Forgotten about that the squid ate her dog. Jeez. Okay, so we need to talk to Inferno,
Beautiful costume.
the fire breather.
Wow. Do you really breathe fire?
Do you, Jennifer, take this man Max to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do breathe fire, that's right. What's your name, little girl?
So obviously we get flashbacks of our real life throughout the game.
What's yours?
Well, my real name's Jennifer Lang, but you can call me by my stage name, Inferno.
So we can ask her about the poems, but she really doesn't tell us anything interesting.
That's a pretty costume.
Why, thank you. You're just the sweetest little girl. You're like the daughter I always wanted.
Why don't you have one?
My husband and I never had the chance to start a family.
What happened?
He and the other performers were trying to reach the other island when they were attacked by that squid freak. I didn't go because I get seasick usually. He said he'd go check it out, and if it was safe, he'd come back for me. He never came back.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, dear. You didn't know. I just wish I had someone to pass down my secret of fire breathing to.
Hey, we could do that.
Oh, me. Please teach me.
I don't know. You're awfully young.
Please.
Well, okay. But before we get started, you'll need some fuel. I'm running low on my own stuff.
Okay. So we need some fuel to be taught how to breathe fire.
And you master the ring pop.
Oh, this was always amusing to me.
Vodka.
How does she know? Is she reading the label, or does she just know from experience and smell that it's vodka? Little girl getting into things she probably shouldn't be getting into. Alright, so we need some fuel to become a fire breather. So we come back to the tattoo parlor where he has some rubbing alcohol right here.
It says rubbing alcohol. Ew! Smells like clown breath. It says rubbing alcohol.
So we can talk to the tattoo artist.
Can't you see I'm...
Ask for the fuel.
May I have a bottle of rubbing alcohol? Inferno is going to teach me how to breathe fire.
He is he? Ain't you a little young to do that?
No, I'm almost 8
And the sound effect is so obnoxious.
I sure as hell ain't using it.
Of the tattoo gun.
Buttload of this crap just sitting around going to waste. Knock yourself out, kid.
Now, the other thing we need, we don't know we need it now, but I do, is...
Yuck. The needle doesn't look very clean.
We need some needles, and we need to grab it when he's not looking at us. Like that. Oh, yeah, and her little musing there reminds me that the same sound test applies here, too, so if I go through it. So it is character specific.
Wee!
What else does he say? Let me just say that real quick.
Oh, poo. Oh, poo. Ow! Yuck.
Okay. Let's talk. I haven't talked to this guy in a long time. I can't remember what he says, actually.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Oh, creepy.
I'm Zippy, master of the art of fortune telling. My cards contain the hidden secrets of the cosmos.
Ooh, can you tell me my fortune?
Certainly. Let me consult the cards. Ah, yes. This is very interesting indeed.
Ooh, what do they say?
A bleeding heart. You will soon witness a frightening ritual of gore and dismemberment. A savage people will rain blood down upon you.
That's awful. Are you sure you're reading the cards right?
No. This is just the Ace of Hearts. I think I grabbed the wrong deck of cards this morning.
But believe it or not, that's a bit of foreshadowing, too. That is a bit of foreshadowing.
The wagons don't look like very comfortable homes. The wagons don't look...
So this is the Freak Beach.
Ew, they're connected.
For a mere
My name's
5
Sarah.
tickets.
What's yours?
Dare to
My name's Matt,
experience for
and my
yourself
sister's name
the
is
world's
Ashley.
most
You're
amazing
connected.
That's what
collection of
Siamese
freaks
twins are,
ever
Sarah.
assembled. See pretzel,
Okay, can't really do anything with them.
human pretzel.
All right,
Wonder
so why don't we go
I can't-
see the Freak Beach?
Thank you. Now, step lively, little girl, for the gallery of the grotesque awaits.
Now, one thing that's a little annoying, especially when you play this casually, is that you come here, when you go out, he's going to put the rope back up, and to get back in here, you have to pay another 5 tickets. It's 5 tickets every time you come in. So if you don't know what you're supposed to do, you got to come back later. Now, we don't have to talk to this guy at all,
He's all bendy.
but we will.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
I am Pretzel,
Dare to
the
experience
master of
for yourself
elasticity.
the world's most
Ooh,
amazing
can you light up a
collection
light
of
bulb?
freaks
What?
ever assembled.
No, not
Electricity and electricity.
elasticity.
What does that word mean, mister?
That means I can twist and stretch myself into many different shapes.
How long have you been a freak in the circus?
For many years now, I've seen quite a few freaks come and go, but that squid boy was the worst of the lot.
Keep hearing about that squid boy. Okay, so we come here. Here's
I can't tell if he's a man or a big dog.
now we'll talk to him. But you don't have to. The only thing you're supposed to do here is take the needle and pick the lock to let him out. So we don't have to talk to him at all, but we will anyway.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Timber. Go away, kid, before I eat you.
What a terrible thing to say. I was just being friendly.
If you want to be friendly, release me from this damn cage.
If I let you out, you'll eat me. You said so yourself.
Promise. I promise not to. If you let me out.
How could I trust you? You look like you'd eat the first thing you get your hands on.
No, not you. I smell bones. Sweet scent of marrow. Driving me mad. I'm starving. I want out. Will you lead me to the bones?
You can smell bones? Where are they? I haven't seen any on this entire island.
Buried deep underground. I can smell them. I can. I'll dig them up.
Gee, I don't know.
Please, kid. I'm dying in this wretched cage. I need out.
Why doesn't Stuart just open your cage? Doesn't he have a key?
Key lost. Damn Stuart lost it. Need to pick it open now.
So yeah, it pretty much tells you what you have to do. You're supposed to pick it open and the needle. Again, don't have to talk to him at all. You can just go straight here and do this without having to learn that you need to pick it.
That's it. Oh, free. Thank you.
Human
dig him up.
Ow!
Okay, and we can't follow him here. He won't let us go in the ocean there. So we gotta leave. And there's more to explore. So there he is.
He looks like Mr. Potato Head, put together wrong.
I love that.
My name's Sarah. What's yours?
Stuart Lincoln, my good child. A purveyor of earthly oddities, if you will. A peddler of the perverted beasts that lurk in the shadows of your mind. I am a collector of freaks, I humbly welcome you to my monument of monstrosities.
Let's see. I don't really want to talk to him that much, but let me just ask him about the squid.
I've heard that one of your freaks got loose during the flood, and now he's eating everyone who goes in the water.
The forces of Mother Nature are not mine to wield, my girl. During the Great Calamity, Iggy took the opportunity to free himself from the shackles of man and returned once more to his watery domain. Who am I to judge this misunderstood creature?
Yeah, let me ask about
I
this.
picked the lock on Timber's cage.
I see that. I hope he comes back, because now I only have 2 freaks. What kind of show is that? My reputation is ruined.
Okay. Let's go see where Timber went. And normally in the speedrun, I would just go to the keep going to the there's like a fun house down there, but there's like an extra line of dialogue here that you don't get if I do it the way that I'd like to. So you went up here. What's this? We've got a hole. Let's see what happened.
Timber! 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 Did you find your bone?
Found them. But something smells bad.
What is it? What's wrong?
Rotten, like death. Let's leave. Have to climb out.
Looks like the squid got
On your
him.
way home, beware the pit of darkness. You can only pass through safely when you've sought out the wand, flask, and reflection.
So that's what I was talking about. The wand, the flask, and the reflection are the 3 items you need before the game will let you go down there.
Wow, that's deep.
On your way home.
And if you, like, me doing the speed run, if you have all of those items already and you come over here, you don't get that. So just been a while since I've heard that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to save this.
Save game.
I guess this is chapter 4. And that is a decent place to stop it for tonight. I really appreciate everyone being here, but it is time for me to start going to bed. Tomorrow, I hope to be on a little bit earlier. So we got through a huge chunk of the game today. The second chapter with Mother and the patch and all that. I think that's probably the longest level in the game. There's one later that might be a little bit longer, but hope to get quite a bit farther tomorrow. And if we don't finish it, then there will be the weekend evenings to get that as well. If anyone is still here, I appreciate you being here. I will see you later. Have a good one, and happy October.